I'm here with Alexandra Stapleton, and she is going to teach us how to make this beautiful sign that you could hang, obviously, in your home, in your workspace, whatever it is to motivate you. And a donut is a motivator for me.
Oh, definitely. Yep, and they're completely customizable. So whatever your decor scheme is, whatever your occasion
whatever size is, you could do a big square, a circle, an oval, whatever you want, so that it can fit the space that you need it to.
Yes. So we're going to be making the donut one.
Okay.
And I've already cut out my design onto some black vinyl. So I've done a kiss cut, so it's not cut through on that other side. It's just through the top layer of the vinyl. And the first thing you want to do is weed. And I know people always talk about weeding, but basically you want to remove any of the negative that you don't want to put onto your sign. So the first thing I like to do is take out my centers.
All those inside parts. And I always tell people that weeding is just like what you would do in gardening. Can I take your garbage for you?
Would
that be a good crafty friend? And actually, one of the things I often do when I'm weeding is I take a base piece like this big one and I stick the other pieces onto it so that you just keep it going. And if you were really thrifty, you could save all those letters that you're weeding out, certainly put them onto a backing paper of some kind, and then reuse them for something.
You absolutely could.
But if you're cavalier like we are, you just put them in a pile and throw them away.
Yes. So when you have taken all of those pieces out and then you peel off the larger piece, you have your donut sign. Thank you. So the next thing we want to do is put it onto our white
Can I tell you that this is a true story? The donut would always be eaten in my house halfway. So
I know.
It's a fun little one.
So I'm using just a wood board that I bought.
Did you paint it?
It came painted like that. I would suggest you prep it with something just to avoid dust and things. So, and again, you can customize. You can rub things into it. You could add crackle. You could do anything. So if I can get you to
help, I'm happy to help.
Could you trim along?
Oh yeah.
This is the...
I feel like this is an actual skill job. I thought you just wanted me to hold something, but actually the lines on it make it easy to cut straight.
Yeah. And use non-stick scissors because it makes your life so much easier.
I didn't even think about that. You know, I have so many scissors that are gummed up from cutting sticky things.
Yeah. Non-stick scissors are your best crafty friend. So again, you're going to really kind of just hammer this down.
And I was going to say, on a piece this large, I often use my thumb to go sort of get stuff to pick to a transfer sheet, but it's much easier to use a brayer or something like that.
A brayer, a scraper, anything like that.
And I do notice you're working on top of the board, which is pretty textured, and you're not worried at all about that.
No, it will super easy. So I like to peel away the backing release sheet from the transfer tape. I find that it makes my life so much easier. So you can see there, I'm just...
So when people always ask, why do you use a transfer sheet? I feel like this is the evidence, because to line up each of these letters to get the spacing right again would be so hard.
Right, and you've got the grid lines printed straight onto the transfer tape. So it's really, really easy. So again, it also allows you to reposition it, and you want to leave a little bit of room at the bottom so we can put those donuts on.
I forgot about the donuts.
Can't forget about those donuts.
Cool. Now, is this a permanent adhesive on here, or are we going to take it off if we changed our mind or something?
This one is a permanent one, but you can get removable ones, you can get temporary ones. So if you're just decorating for Thanksgiving, you can redecorate that board for Christmas.
Oh my gosh, yes, you could just have one board that goes in one place, like the holiday. It's almost, you know what it reminds me of is when you put a flag up in front of your house for all the different holidays and months, you could have a board that you use and you just change it up every year.
Right, and you could keep these transfer sheets in the release paper and just keep putting them on and off.
So smart, and then you don't have to do new nail holes or anything.
Exactly.
I love it.
So I like to leave these probably for a minute or two. The adhesive then starts to cure and it really sticks to a surface, particularly a textured one. But you're then going to peel away that transfer tape, which is going to give you...
I was going to say, if it doesn't stick all the way like that, did you just rub again?
Yeah. Just keep going back and you'll peel it away till you get to
the
finished donut. And I also have here my donut pieces. So I've already cut 3 out using my electronic cutter. I can have them spaced, glittery as well. And then I also cut the icing.
Also glittery. I have to say, once I found out there was edible glitter, I started putting it on cookies and all kinds of things because it's just so fun.
And of course you can now get it to put in your drinks too.
Really?
So you can have glittery Prosecco or glittery orange juice or any of those things. So again, I like to do all of my vinyl layering.
Oh, so you're not weeding the donut before you layer. So you just have to really look for those cut lines. And actually you can see them pretty clearly.
Here really easily. So I can pop that transfer tape down, peel it away. And then I would weed out that panel so that all of my donuts are on there. Now I want a bit more spacing on here, but you could use a larger piece of transfer tape and put them just straight on there like that. But again,
you're just gonna rub and lift. Now, let's say you're not, I don't know why you wouldn't be, but let's say you're not a sparkly donut person. You could obviously use plain vinyl, and I know we can see here there are a whole bunch of different textures that you can use. I particularly like the wood grain, I have to confess. But lots of different stuff so that you can get although a wood grain donut would be weird, but maybe for some other things.
Yeah, so you can get glittery, you can get opal, you can get chalkboard finish, you can use it like a chalkboard.
Oh, that would be so cool.
You can get neon finishes, you can get ones that look like glass etching. I mean, they're literally anything you can think
of,
you can get it in vinyl.
Poor because I want all the things.
Well, there you are. And then I'm going to now add those details that you can see in that one, which is, this is some paste that has confetti already put into it. And then just with a paintbrush.
OMG, I want big confetti paste too.
You can add your sprinkles on. Now, of course, you could add glue and then put beads on top, sequins. I mean, you can even get beads that look like sprinkles and things. So you really can.
And you can color coordinate it. And obviously, because we use sparkly vinyl, maybe that's why you want to use the sparkly huge sequin glitter thing. I mean, actually, I feel like you can make your own because you could take a clear gel medium.
Exactly.
And you could put glitter or sequins or whatever you wanted into it.
So you can completely customize. So no matter what you're doing, if you wanted to add texture to your pumpkins, you could use a modeling paste or a texture paste. And you could paint that on top as well.
And of course, the pumpkin is textured vinyl, right?
Yes.
So that's so cool because you already have the texture. You don't even have to do that step. That's really awesome.
Yeah.
Well, you know, the other thing that I really like is just some of the coordination, because if we look at the finished one, the way design-wise that you have 3, which is beautiful, and then the finished donut, Alexandra, you're so good. This has been great.
Thanks, Julie.
Thank you so much.